Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I feel like I haven't made a video in a very long time. I know for a fact that I did edit a video, I posted a video, but that was, when did I make that? I think I made that in like beginning of January, end of December, somewhere around there. I made that video, and what is it, like a few months later I'm back. That's really fucking wild. This is weird. I also changed up my room a little bit, so hopefully you like this better. I'm still working on the camera angle, the lighting. My lighting is shit. It's gonna be shit to the day one. Even if I figure it out to like the T, it's still gonna be shit. But yeah, I rearranged my room and I'm still collecting more books. I still wanna, like, I don't know, I like it. I enjoy it. This made me happy to do, so I was very happy to do this. And I think my last little update, besides I guess this and me stealing my husband's gaming chair because I don't have a chair for my desk yet, is I am not pregnant anymore. Thank the hallelujah. That was hard. Me sitting on the floor pregnant filming was not it. I don't recommend it for anybody to do that at all, but here we are. I think we upgraded. You upgraded with me. This is amazing. But yeah, this is just gonna be a very quick video of just all the books I read, I guess, during pregnancy and like recovery of it, because I wasn't really filming anything. I wasn't really reading a lot of books, but I did finish four books, and I am currently reading one that I will tell you about, and like after this video, just to like know like what I'm, I guess, reading at the moment. Well, the first book no, it's not the first book I read, but it's one of the books I read that I do not have a physical copy of because I want the special edition that comes out in like November, I think. I don't know. But I read Twilight, which I always told myself to not read a book that I've already watched a movie or show. That was like my #1 rule, and now I know I stuck to it. But yeah, I read Twilight. I will throw it up here. And I rated it at 3.5. Listen, I love Twilight. Actually, I don't love it that much. I don't know why I feel. I like it. It was my childhood growing up. I knew people who read the books. I knew people who had talked about the movie and the books growing up. So I grew up in that like franchise of the movies, like, you know, like upbringing, but I've never read the book. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna pick it up. I am gonna read it. I'm gonna try it. Why do they fight so much? Like, because I rewatched the movie. They didn't fight that much. They bickered, and everyone was like, stay away from me, and Bella was like, I love you. But like this whole, like half the book, it felt like they were just like arguing. See, I could do less arguing and more how the movie portrayed it. I was okay with that. And you guys can tell me that I'm completely wrong, but that's how I felt. And I really wanted to like DNF it, and I was like, no, I can't DNF it. So I read the whole thing. I gave it a 3.5. I do want the whole collection. It's nostalgia for me. I am gonna maybe continue reading the whole thing. I should continue reading the whole thing before I buy the whole book. But yeah, I want to do that. The next book I have been dying to read since I've heard about it. It's called The Lost Bookshop. And if y'all read this, please tell me, are you guys in the same questionable debate on this book like I was? I rated this a 3-star. It was cute. I love the dynamic. I love the 3 point of views you got with it. You got past and present. You kind of follow along this whole like bookshop journey, and you kind of, I don't know, you just follow the characters with the bookshop. You follow the past and the present, and you just keep going, and it was really cute. But who the fuck was the lady? Like, she just disappeared. Like, if you know who I'm talking about, I forgot her name. The Madam whatever, she's gone. Like, where the fuck is she? And if you guys are confused what I'm talking about, just pick it up and read it. and then come back to this video. Tell me, am I just like stupid? Like, where is she? Because I was like, I thought everyone saw her. I thought she was a real person. Apparently she's not. And I went to Google to be like, am I stupid? The Lost Bookshop, who is this lady? And apparently Reddit and everyone else was like, no, they're like, I don't know. The past is really sad. I'm just gonna say that. The past, I think if I have a whole point of view of just the past of her point of view, I think her name is Opaline? I think that's how you say her name. If I just have her and her story, I would have ate that up, but it wasn't, so it was a 3. I got confused, that's why I rated it a 3. Then I read Throne of Glass, and this book has been on just like my audiobook read for like a whole year. This took me a whole year. This had not taken me a whole year to finish this freaking book, but it did take me a whole year because it started off me listening to it while I was on my exercise, like, you know, journey, and then I got pregnant, and then I felt like shit, and then I didn't want to read it anymore because I was like, fuck, I'm not really on my exercise journey anymore. And so I stopped reading the book, and then I picked it back up, and then I finished it, and then I gave it a 4.5. And the only reason I gave it a 4.5 is probably because honestly, it took me a year. I am going to read the rest of the series. I really enjoyed it. I really loved it. I love the heavy fantasy of this book. If you guys aren't into that and you're more into like the romantic fantasy side, I don't think you're gonna like it as much as like you think you would, to be honest with you. And then there is kind of like a love triangle, but it's not heavy. That's what I like. I'm not a big fan of love triangles, but this focused so much more on the fantasy side of it. I didn't really care of the side romance of this book. I just want to take one hot take. If you haven't read this book, I would just skip a little bit. But Dorian, okay, why was he a little bitch in the beginning of the book? And then I somehow ended up being like, oh, you're not a little bitch in the end of the book. That's my hot take on Dorian. But everyone else was chill. Nahimian was really cool. I loved her. She was sketchy for a second, but she was really cool. But Dorian, I was like listening. I didn't read it. I was listening to it, and I was like, damn, you're a little bitch. And then I kept reading. I was like, damn, you're not a little bitch. And then the last book I read, I think I read this a little too quickly, and I am going to go back and reread this book. It's on my like heavy list of one of the rereads I want to do, and I rated this a 5-star. I feel like this whole series, whether this breaks me in half, makes me want to throw the book across my fucking yard, and it's always gonna be a 5-star for me for the series. But like I ate this up. Like, Rebecca Yarros can do me no wrong. I have her other book variation that I want to read that's also heavy on my list, but this was so good. I never really thought of Zayden as like my book boyfriend. I just thought of him like, oh, you're cute for Violet. That's how like I've always like seen Zayden as. I always thought of like Kai Azar in Powerless like a book boyfriend. I was like, damn, like, because I read it on audiobook, and I'm like, damn, like, you're hot. But then I got to Zayden, and I'm like, you're hot, but to me you're hot for Violet, you know, like, it's like that. And then I read this book, and I'm like, damn, you're a book boyfriend. Like, you hit in the right places. You did everything right. Like, the fourth book is gonna make me like, you know, like that type of thing. But I ate this up. Yeah, this is honestly it. It's thundering outside. It's my kids crying. I have to go. But yeah, this is my chaotic, all the books I read. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!